Hi, I am Professor Ashok Vishendas, Professor in Indian Institute of Public Administration, New Delhi. We are going to discuss about the CSAT, that is the Civil Service Aptitude Test of the UPSC Civil Service Examination. Let us have a look at the actual questions. In this sequence, we have to notice that initially the numbers are decreasing from 20 to 10, then they are increasing and increase at a faster pace, which gives an indication some multiplication is involved. So let us look at now this 20 number, if we multiply it by 0.5, we get 10. Now 10, we multiply this 10 by 1, then we get 10. Then 10 is to be multiplied by 1.5, we get 15, and then 15 is to multiplied by 2, then we get 30, and so on and so forth. And if 30 is to be multiplied by 2.5, we get 75, and if 75 is to be multiplied by the next number, which will be 3, is equal to 225. Now the question arises, why 3? Now notice this multiplying factor is also increasing 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. So next number to be multiplied is 3. Therefore option D is the right answer. In such question, important is that if they are running or moving in the opposite direction, that is crucial, and that will determine the answer to the question. Let us look at this. Suppose they are starting from this point, X and Y, and then they move 50 meter. Y moves 60 meter in this direction, and X moves 40 meter in this direction. Again, X moves another 50 meter, and Y also moves in this direction 50 meter. Now we are required to find out the distance between the two. So the distance between them will be this, which is equal to this. Therefore, if we find this 40 plus 60 is equal to 100, therefore option A is the right answer. Notice these numbers are not relevant to find out the correct answer. So we have to be careful what are the distractor in the question, and if we are able to discard those distractor, that will be very useful and you will be able to answer very fast. This type of question is favorite of UPSC, and almost similar question was asked in 2021. So for this, we have to appreciate what is the trick involved in getting the right answer. The trick is, in a year which is not a leap year, 365 days, and if we divide by 7, that is the number of days in a week, so we will get 52, and 1 day will be remainder. That means the next year Sunday will fall on 6th. That means Sunday plus 1 day. So it will be Monday on 5th June of 2023. Now that is the concept, and if we appreciate and if we understand this kind of underlying reasoning, we can easily solve this question. Now we have to find out how many years between 2099 and 2022. So they are 77. These are the normal years. In between, there will be 77 by 4, 19 years which are leap years. And in leap year, 1 day more will be there. Therefore, we have to find out how many extra days will be involved corresponding to the Sunday of that year. So this will be 96. Now 96 we have to divide by 7 to find out the remainder, and if we divide 96 by 7, the remainder will be 2. So on June, the Sunday of 2099 will be 5th, because on 5th June 2022 was Sunday. The Sunday of June 2099 will be 5 plus 2, that means 7. So 7th June 2099 will be Sunday. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Here we have to examine this amount 1840 with reference to statement 1, 2 and 3. Now 25 notes of 50 are there. So if we multiply 25 into 50, it will give us 1250 and the total amount is 1840. If we subtract this, we get 590. Now assuming that the remaining note, because 25 notes are 50, so it means remaining are 25, and if we multiply 25 by the 20 denomination, we get 500, and 500 is less than 590, so this statement is incorrect. Likewise, if 35 notes of 20 are used, that means 35 into 20, that gives us 700. If we subtract 700 from 1840, we will get 1140. Now, if 1140, the remaining note will be 15, and if we subtract and if we multiply 15 into 50, that means we will get 750, and 750 is smaller than 1140. Therefore, this statement is also ruled out. Now 20 notes of 10 are used. Now if we give 20 notes of 10, that means we get 200. Now 200, if we subtract from 1840, so we get 1640. Now 20 notes are of 10 and are used, and the remaining are in the denomination of 50 and 20. Even all those remaining 30 notes are of the 50, and if we see this 30 into 50, that will give us only 1500, which is again less than the required amount 1640. So this statement is also incorrect. Therefore, the right option is D. This is a straightforward question, but the candidates commit a mistake by actually calculating these numbers. Now, if we start working out the value of these numbers, it will be very lengthy. Trick involved is this: 4 can be written as 2 to power 2, and 8 can be written as 4 is equal to 2 to power 2. Likewise, 8 is equal to 2 to power 3. That means 4 to power 18 will be 2 to power 2 to 18, that means 2 to power 36. Now likewise, we write 8 to power 12 is equal to 2 to power 3 to power 12, that means 2 to power 36. In other words, these numbers are precisely equal, and both, once we came out, this is 2 to power 36, and 2 to power 36 is smaller than 2 to power 40. Therefore, we can eliminate this. Now, question boils: compare 2 to power 36 and 3 to power 21. Now, the point here to be noted is 2 to power 36, both are 2 to power 36, but we cannot give two answers. So obviously 3 to power 21 is the right answer, because that is going to be the smallest one. Therefore, option B is the right answer. In question relating to the alphabets of English language, my suggestion is one has to remember E Jyoti. E Jyoti, E is the 5th position, J is 10th, O is 15th, T is 20, and Y is 25. So it's easy to quickly remember the positions of various alphabets in English language. Now let us start with Lucknow. It's a reverse position, so that means we have to subtract from 27 original position of the alphabet. Now L, this is Lucknow. Lucknow, L will be at 12th position. So we have to subtract from 27, that means 15th position, and 15th position will be O. Now let us look at U. Now U position is 27 minus 21, that means 6th position. Now E is 5, so it means F is 6. So this is likely. O, F. Now O, F are only two. So the possibilities are these two. Therefore, we have to eliminate A, B. Now we don't have to see R letter. Look at W. Now W will be 27 minus 23. So fourth position. D is fourth position because it's preceding E. So this is the right answer. Here we have to see 3-digit numbers, odd number and divisible by 5. Now which are the odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. If a number is to be divisible by 5, its unit place has to be 5. So this unit place is fixed. Remaining 4 numbers can be arranged in 4C2 manner. That means factorial 4 upon factorial 2. That means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 2 into 1. So this cancels out. The answer will be 12. Therefore, the option B is the correct answer. Statement 1, x by 3. Suppose x is equal to 2. Then x by 3 is equal to 2 by 3, which is not an integer. Now, even if x is an integer, x by 3 is not an integer. So statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. That does not hold good. Therefore, we have to rule out this. Now, if x is equal to 2, then x by 3 will not be an integer. Now, 3x, we have to look at 3x. Again, it x may or may not be an integer. For example, x is equal to 2 by 3. Suppose x is equal to 2 by 3, then 3x will be 2. So 3x will be an integer, but x will not be. On combining the two statement, we have to see 3x is an integer, but x by 3 is not. X may or may not be an integer. If x is equal to 2, even then x by 3 will not be an integer, but 3x is equal to 6 will be an integer. If x is equal to 2 by 3, even then 3x will be an integer, but x by 3 will be 2 by 9. Therefore, it will not be an integer. So this we have to rule out, B, C, and therefore option D is the correct answer. Now this, suppose original price was P0, original, then it first increase, then decrease, then again increase. We have to find out what is the resultant increase in the price. In such type of question, we assume the original price as 100. So if P0 is equal to 100, then 25% increase means in P1 we have to multiply by 100 into 1.25, 25%, that means 125. Now notice, thereafter price decreased by 20%, that means it is 80% of that price. So in P2, the price became, this was 125, so we have to multiply 125 into 0.8. That means it became 100. Now 10% increase. So in time 3, P3, so we have to, this 10% is increase on 100. So therefore 100 into 1.1, that means 110. And original price was 100, now it is 110. So straightforward, the option B is the right answer. Here two letters are between A and E. So how many arrangements are possible? Let us start. If we start with A, then we have to assume two are blank, then E, then blank. Another, the first position blank, then A, then two blanks, then E. Another alternative can be, instead of A, we can start with E, then blank, blank, A, and then blank. Again we start with blank, then instead of A, E is there, then blank, blank, then A. Now those 3 blanks can be filled by B, C, D in factorial 3 different ways, and factorial 3 means 3 into 2 into 1, that is 6. That means in each of these arrangement, BCD can be arranged and filled in 6 different ways. So in each of this there are 6 ways and there are 4 alternatives. So 6 into 4 is equal to 24. Different arrangement can be made. Therefore option C is the right answer. Notice one thing, answer is in meters, but this is given in kilometers. So straightway in such question we have to convert this in a unit in which answer is expected. So 1.01 kilometer means 1010 meters. Now we have to see 101 plants are planted at equal distance. So 100 plants. So that means the distance between 2 plants is equal to, because equal distance, so we have to divide by this 10.1 meter. Now what is the question? 5 consecutive plants means there are 4 gaps and distance between 2 gaps is 10.1 meter. So we have to multiply this by 4, that means 4 into 10.1, that means 40.4 meter. So right option is B. Here are 3 different roads from A to B. So A to B, 3 different ways, and 4 different ways from B to C. So B to C, 4 different ways. And if we have to go from A to C via B, A to C via B will be 3 into 4, that means 12 ways. But there are 3 different ways from A to C also. So if we go from A to C directly, there are 3 different ways. So 12 plus 3, that means 15. So there are 15 different ways by which one can go from A to C. Therefore option C is the right answer. We have to see this smallest 2-digit number. All of us know this is 10. So that means D has 10 number of coins, and D also has half of C's coin plus 2, and we substitute D as 10. Then solving this equation we get C is equal to 16. Now C is also equal to B by 2 plus 2, and we substitute C 16, this minus 2 is equal to B by 2, that means B is equal to 28. But B is also equal to A by 2 plus 2, we substitute B is equal to 28 minus 2 is equal to A by 2, that means A is equal to 52. Therefore option D is the correct answer. Here city Q is 18 km from R. Now this is Q, R 18. Look at this, city P is 4 km from R. Suppose P is here, this is 4 km. We have to find out city P from Q. Now this city P's position with reference to Q is not known, because R to P the distance is given, but in which direction it is not there. P can be here, P can be here further down. So we cannot determine even with both the statement which is correct statement, and therefore statement 1 alone is not sufficient. We cannot deduce from statement 1. Statement 2 alone is sufficient. No, this is not. Even both together are also not sufficient. So we have to eliminate C. Therefore right option is D. In such type of question, when positioning in a circle arises, we have to actually draw the circle. Now on drawing the circle, these are the possible arrangement meet the conditions given in the question, and we see in none of those conditions are made in the possible arrangement. B is not sitting between A and G, C cannot sit opposite to G, and E also cannot sit opposite to B. We have seen this, therefore right answer is option D.